All major cryptocurrencies have fallen sharply and are currently in what I would call the danger zone. So is this the beginning of the end for crypto? I'm Biko Konstantinos, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Please take a moment to like this video, as that would help me out while I'm trying to grow my channel. And it would be absolutely fantastic if you could subscribe to me, as I genuinely want to help you by providing quality and up-to-date information and education. Now let's have a look at the world of crypto. In November 2021, Bitcoin made a high of 68,000 US. This area around that 70,000 mark has become a bit of a resistance level because it's been hit twice in recent times and has since traded down lower. So from the peak at 68,000, Bitcoin is now trading at 42,000, and this represents a drop of 38%, which is quite a significant fall. The very real danger for Bitcoin now is this support level at around 40,000. If the price was to break lower below this 40,000 mark, then that would signal danger from a charting perspective for Bitcoin. Now looking at the longer term chart for Bitcoin, we've seen a very strong uptrend in 2020 to 2021. But since then, I would view the trading as more a sideways pattern with some huge swings and some very large volatility. So current trading on Bitcoin looks to be sideways, looks to be choppy, but that could quickly change, as we said before, with a breakdown below 40,000. And we could then start to see an actual downtrend in Bitcoin, which could spell extreme danger for the entire cryptocurrency landscape. Ethereum has dropped from a high of 4,800 to the current price of 3,200, which represents a 33% fall. Ethereum was looking strong in a nice uptrend, but this now is currently in danger. If the price action continues lower, we could start to see a downtrend occur over Ethereum. Cardano, a previous crypto darling, hit a high of 100 in August 21, but is now trading around 42 cents, which represents a fall of 58%. Now this is a huge fall from grace and a massive crash for Cardano. If this support level around 40 cents that previously remained intact suddenly gets broken and the price breaks down below this, then Cardano could be in some serious trouble, as that would start to erase even these early gains back in 2021. Solana is another major crypto that went on a real massive run back in November 2021, where it reached a high of 260, but has since fallen now to 142, which represents a drop of 58%. 140 level, where Solana is currently trading, also represents a significant support level, which could be in danger if the price continues lower from here. The reasons why these support levels can be critical is because a number of people would have bought back in this original area around about this 140 level. They would have been in profit, so they had significant profits. Now they've seen their profits basically evaporate if they purchased around this level. Now there's a big psychological factor when you've been in good profit, but you see all your profits evaporate. A number of traders, investors would be expecting the price to rally from here because it is a significant level. However, if the price continues lower, those previous investors and traders who had a profit will basically now have a loss, and nobody likes losses. So that's why this level can be quite critical, as if the price breaks through a support level and keeps going down lower, a number of traders might just exit, not wanting to lose more. Or if there's traders who bought super low, they might want to retain some profits that they originally had and make sure they keep something. So we've seen a clear picture with those major cryptocurrencies. Now let's have a bit of a look at some more speculative cryptos that have been in the headlines recently. Shiba Inu was all over the news a little while back because it went on a massive run to 0.00009, which made a lot of people instant millionaires if they bought it at the real early levels. However, Shiba Inu is now trading at 0.00003, which represents a fall of 58%, which means it's fallen more than half from its highs. One great rule with anything speculative, if it's all over the news, take that as a sign to sell either some or all of your position, because that usually means peak saturation, peak speculation, and from there it would normally go down. If you're lucky enough to get into something like Shiba Inu early and see the profits rise dramatically, it's very wise to have some sort of exit plan, or when everyone's super excited, take that as your sign to start exiting. Because what can happen is real profits that you could have sold at might start to evaporate, and you might end up with either very little profits or no profits at all, and nobody wants that. Dogecoin is another cryptocurrency that you might have heard of, especially when Elon Musk was tweeting and the price was moving rapidly. It was also all over the media. So Dogecoin hit a high of around 75 US cents, but is currently now trading at 16 cents, which represents a massive fall of 75%. Now, I previously did a video reacting to the Dogecoin millionaire who had a massive amount of Dogecoin but said he wasn't going to sell it till it hit at least $1 or over that. Now, I've got no idea what he ended up actually doing, but the price has fallen dramatically from those highs when everything was hyped up and there was mass speculation. As I just mentioned previously, that is the best time to start exiting your positions, because the price will often fall dramatically when that speculation starts to dry out and then nobody starts talking about it afterwards. Under 20 cents for Dogecoin is really not looking so great, but there is a risk that it could fall further. One thing to be aware of when something falls dramatically, you might think, oh, Dogecoin's 16 cents now, it's a bargain, it's fallen so much, it's got to be a great buy. So if you buy it at this price, because the price is low, all it would take is to drop to about 8 cents, and then you've actually lost 50% of your investment. So you need to be very careful with speculative stocks that have fallen dramatically. Some of them could pay off, but there's extreme risk and you can lose large percentages when they're very cheap. So we've looked at some crypto charts and they're all looking very weak and signal some very potential and real danger ahead. Although some of the falls have been significant, I don't think we've yet to see mass selling or mass panic in the crypto market as yet. But this could become an eventuality if prices really start eroding in the future. So why is this happening? Why has cryptocurrencies fallen so much when there was previously so much positive news about them and so many gains that were happening week on week and month on month? Well, it could be as simple as there's no more buyers to keep pushing the price up, which could mean that that speculative element, those traders and investors that are trying to get in while everything's hot and rising, could have evaporated, which means that the price might drift lower because there's not enough buyers to keep the price either stable or going up. It could also mean that cryptocurrencies have become more mainstream, there's more knowledge about them, there's more participants or breadth of the market, and this could lead to a more normalized market, so they might start trading a little bit more like stocks or indexes and less like penny speculative type instruments that have really surged just on minimal volume. In the markets, nothing goes up forever. Sometimes there's mass hype or there's mass speculation which can drive the price up strongly, but that rarely gets sustained over a long period, especially if the price has risen near vertically. So some of those real speculative cryptos like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin have seen the biggest falls because they saw the biggest rises, which was pretty much straight up. And when something goes straight up, there's a very strong possibility that it will fall quite significantly. Because of the way cryptocurrencies are set up, you could only really buy them, as opposed to the stock market where you can usually short, which means sell certain stocks or indexes if you feel like they're overpriced and they're going to drop. So this factor could have exacerbated some of the gains in the crypto market, and maybe some of the prices went higher than normally they would have. Another reason could be the fact that governments have really started to take a closer interest into cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and some of the major ones. Some governments around the world have discussed banning elements of cryptocurrencies or refusing payments from them and things like that. So government intervention could be on investors' minds when they consider the future of these cryptocurrencies and all these different coins. According to Jim Rogers on an interview with Kitco, he believes that most governments would outlaw the use of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin if they became too successful. So at the moment, there's not really much use of Bitcoin as a currency, but if it was to really increase, Jim Rogers believes the government would not allow this as they want to maintain the monopoly and control over currencies and banking, etc. So I guess that's a real risk for cryptocurrencies is what will the governments do? Will they allow it? If investors are banking on Bitcoin becoming the next major currency, what happens if it doesn't eventuate or it tries to but gets outlawed by governments? Will this destroy or dampen the appeal for cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin? That's certainly a possibility. Another factor could be that cryptocurrencies were really ramping up and used as an alternative investment vehicle while there was extreme fear in the markets due to COVID and the economies and all of the effects that would have. Now that economies seem to be getting over the COVID recessions and starting to grow again, is there lesser demand for that speculative cryptocurrency investment, which may have previously been seen as a bit of a safe haven if economies were destroyed or really fell into some major trouble? So that safe haven element may no longer be there for cryptocurrencies. Also, because there's a very speculative element to cryptocurrency trading, there's often movement of money from things that are falling to other industries or areas that are going up. So you often see this rotation of cash, and that could be happening with crypto at the moment. Okay, so where to for crypto from here? Like any investments, I think there'll always be winners and losers. But because the crypto market has been so speculative over the last year and a half, we might end up seeing more losers than actual winners. And there could be a lot of investors and traders that see their profits disappear or even might lose a lot of money on their crypto trades. I think the crypto market is a little bit more mature now, so the days of wild speculation may be over and we may not see the massive increases that we saw with things like Dogecoin or Shiba Inu. I also think some of the speculative altcoins that are out there that really have no investment purpose will fizzle out and start to fade away, and then in the future we may have less altcoins, etc., trying to jump on the hot momentum bandwagon. So what do you think? Do you think cryptos will continue upwards and really have a strong investment purpose into the future? Certainly some of those cryptos that could revolutionize the way that we do things, I think they could have a real strong future. However, like we saw in the .com boom, there might be many coins out there that really don't have any tangible value, and some of those might fail altogether. So research going forward, I think, is going to be extremely important in the crypto market. I'd love to hear your views in the comments below. I'm Biko Konstantinos. Thanks so much for watching. I so appreciate every single person who watches my videos, who makes a comment, who reaches out, who subscribes. It means so much to me, and I really wish you the best, and I'll catch you next time.